All right, we are here.
We are
We're out in these
here.
streets, and this is really an episode. We're gonna wait for some people to come on in and get ourselves going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And do we want to
Please.
share our location? You want to tell people where we are?
No, because they're not on yet. You can't show location if they're not on.
Well, we have one person looking.
It might be myself. I don't even know. Let's see. It says watch live video. I'm watching myself. Aw, I don't know what's happening. All right, I'm coming
Okay,
off
you've
because
got
that's
issues.
that's
All
what.
right, so if you're watching a recording, and actually now, so somebody else is on. So thank you for watching. Thank you for logging in, everybody. As you come on, we are going to get ourselves kind of set up. We're not in our typical background. Actually, we are the first time on the show on camera together, right?
We're on camera together. We're in the same room. And actually, I need to get a little relaxed because I feel I'm hot. I'm having a moment.
Yeah, it's a Harlem shirt on.
I'm
All right,
hot.
so we're just gonna, please.
It's
All right,
hot.
we'll be right back.
No, what do you mean we'll be right back? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we'll
Well,
be
we
right
have to
back.
we have to kick in the intro.
Okay, kick the intro, Jason. Kick the ballistic, son.
How y'all doing?
We are here. What up?
Kelly
What up?
and Sean.
Mm-mm-mm.
What's up, Sean? Kelly, we just saw you yesterday. Was it yesterday? Two
I
days
don't even
before.
know.
I don't even know what day it is right now.
I don't even know.
All right.
But we're here. We're here
We are
together.
here. Yes.
So, ooh, beepins.
We are in Fort Lauderdale.
That's where we are. So one of the things that we talked about was that each month we were going to go somewhere and
Yeah.
take not just a show on the road, but take ourselves out of sort of the normal routine that we would set up at home and enjoy not only a place, whether it's in the United States or across the world, but also enjoy each other. So we had just a really good dinner. We had an interesting flight, but good dinner. We're gonna work tomorrow on Friday and then build in some fun. So yeah, you get to like see us now together. Would you like me to talk about theory
No,
and
this is
practice?
not. This is not a theory evening. This is real. Look, we're out here hanging out. We're just having fun. All right. Last week we talked about some theory and you know loving yourself first or taking care of yourself first.
So now we're taking care of ourselves together.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
So
But I'm hot. But
yeah.
I'm cooling down now.
Oh yeah. So actually, I know we got two of you on, and we are staying in this really interesting room.
We don't have to go there, but we're staying in an Airbnb that's inside a hotel.
It's not really a hotel though.
It is a whole. There's actually a hotel, but then there's spaces in here where people sort of buy. So there's a hotel, and then you can buy rentals or condos in a hotel, and we're in one of those. But
It's like Lyft in a hotel fashion where they make people buy the rooms and then rent them out.
yeah, basically,
Yeah. So they've shared their expense.
yeah.
So in any event, Sean, I know you're on, and I'm going to. I think I sent you a text earlier. So definitely hit us up. So perhaps we could connect.
I look so small. Yeah, that's better. I felt like I was really back, like really far away.
So you were just fine. So we had a very interesting trip coming in. We flew Frontier. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yes, because the tickets were only $45 round trip to Fort Lauderdale, so I was going to give that up.
Per person. I mean, come on.
So
I mean,
$95 with tax.
you
Round
can't
trip.
you can't catch a cab, right, in a decent place to and go from one city to the next for $45. So we flew across state lines for $45.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So these are the things that look, you can do this too. And anybody who's watching this as a recording, if you got a cheap flight, get on it. Go somewhere. Right? And just hang out. $45.
I mean, you can try to check a bag, but if you want to breathe, if you want to have a mint, if you want to have quick, everything is nickel and dime. So you just have to find inventive ways to bring your luggage on.
So
carry on.
So Kendra and I actually have the same bag.
They're like backpacks, but also with wheels. So just imagine if those of you educators, the kids have the backpacks that have wheels, because then they will get back injuries and all that stuff. So they have the wheels. So we have that. And then you can cover the wheels so it can really be a backpack. So I covered my wheels so it can be a backpack. And I really charmed the lady and was like, hello, how are you? And she scanned and let me go, because they were pulling people off the line left and right. Like, that bag's too big. That's not a personal item. You got to pay for a carry-on. And I was like, not me. And I happily went on my way. And then Jason was next.
And his was cold. Okay. I have the exact same bag. I smiled at the young lady. All right. Ping. And I give my ticket, she scans it, and I turn to walk in, and the little flap that hides the wheels fell. And the lady looked at my bag and said, excuse me, you put that bag inside of the carry-on spot.
Yeah, when you size up the bags to see if it can fit.
And so I before I even went over there, I looked down the jetway, and Kendra was ghost.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't coming back, because the same bag. Shoot, one of us got to pay. Both of us ain't paying.
It's $100 if it doesn't fit. They make you pay $100 for a carry-on.
At my seat, putting my bag up when Jason showed up behind me, and I was like, oh, she didn't make you pay me a bag, only to find out.
But I knew that my bag was not going to fit. I mean. I knew. I looked at. I mean, the little thing was like this. I mean, I would love to show you all my bag, but I looked at that thing and I tried to put it in, and I closed my eyes and I prayed, and I put it in, and it stood on top.
Yeah, it's like that scene from Apollo 13 was like, I need you to put this round peg in this square hole. Yeah, no.
And then the lady tells me, okay, turn it sideways.
That was worse.
I put it on, and it sat on top of the cubby hole. Okay. And then she tells the next person, put your bag in there. So that person put their bag in there, and it went in. I looked at the lady like, you see hers went in, and I picked up my bag and I walked under the jetway.
He basically took somebody else's bag in, used that as his bag in, and left. And I was like, Jason, what you doing here? You have to pay. He was like,
Sean, you would have done that, right? And Kelly gets it.
We didn't pay.
I mean, you should see. It really just calls for a reenactment of something. It's the smallest little hole, and I had to put this big bag in.
Your bag shouldn't be big. Listen,
She had to say, and her bag is bigger than mine.
My bag is not bigger than yours. It's just the way that the way it fell onto my back seemed small. And so she didn't question me. And also I'm 5 feet. So any bag on my back looks big. Right? So proportionality, it just works. So anyway, we're here and we didn't have to pay extra money on a $95.
Sean, I would have done that.
On a $95 round trip ticket for 2 people. So tomorrow we're going to go in the morning to the beach and just watch the sunrise. We watched the sunset today and had a really good dinner at this sort of Greek restaurant and got some Greek /
Italian food or whatever.
Yeah, Greek / Italian, European. And then got work to do tomorrow. And then after that, we're just going to enjoy the Friday evening and Saturday go to the beach and Sunday go to the beach and Monday do a quick like enjoy of the time, do some work, get on a flight and come home. So yeah,
There are no complimentary peanuts.
there's no complimentary anything on Frontier Airlines.
No, you know what you could buy? You buy everything, and one of the things that you can buy are buzz balls.
Yeah, basically
These little cans, right, shaped like a ball, and it's alcohol, and yeah, they charge you for everything. I think do they charge for water?
You know what? I don't think so. I don't think they charge for water, but they were like, "Would you like to have some?" There was nothing like complimentary. Would you like to purchase some snacks? I kept my headphones on.
No complimentary peanuts, though.
No, that's it. So, but this is like the first trip of the 2023.
Yeah.
Right. Where we're just kind of testing out work and play, trying to mesh the two and enjoy some downtime when you've done a lot of good work. So this week was an exciting week for our family, and the launch of the book.
That's right.
The launch of the book this week,
and Kelly Kelly who's on,
and some things that are happening now with Julian, our son, and then Justice is finishing his second semester of his junior year. My mother has a bunch of fun stuff on her docket of things that she's doing in the world of farming and food justice. Like we're hitting the ground running. And, good news for family and friends who are, going through things, and prayers for those who are still going through some stuff. So 2023 has been good to our family, and we have been taking in all the blessings and using the energy from those blessings to stay positive, even when there's darkness that shines. So
darkness shines.
Well, it's kind of like that.
Are we going to unpack that? Oh, it's like the dry mist from Herschel Walker.
Yeah, the darkness shines. So definitely a lot. Thank you, Kelly, to be grateful for.
Yeah,
for sure. And we can always, go to that dark side and perseverate over things that don't go right, but really we have a lot of things that
could you slow down when you drop those words like that?
Well, I'm sorry that you went
to
the college that you went to.
Speaking of somebody who could not speak, we were on the plane, and you know how the lady gives you the directions, please buckle your seatbelts and blah, blah, blah. She could not say the word belong or belonging.
And she couldn't say a lot of words. It was her first day, and the reading part it made me go, God bless us. Education is so important. Reading is fundamental.
Yes.
Yeah, education is important. It was a lot of screw ups on the reading part of instructions.
And even on the takeoff part too, because the plane was moving sideways.
Well, and the main objective of the flight attendant is for safety. I know some people are like, I need snacks, but they really are supposed to save your life. When you can't read the instructions and tell people what to prepare for,
there's no confidence.
In case of an emergency, makes us question. But what do you get for $45 round trip?
You get what you pay for.
You get yay, you're on your own. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. We'll make sure she does not pontificate.
Oh, you learned a word, Jason,
Check
from
mark.
Your studies.
Ting.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, that's neat. So part of today, that was a loud clap because there's nothing in this room. So the echo is like,
you know what it is too? It's like rug. There should be a rug in this room. Not a rug, but a carpet.
Something to buffer the sound.
The room is white. I mean, look, we're not complaining. We're really not. But there's
a little complaint to this.
It kind of. Yeah. I mean, who put a small TV on that wall? I mean, it's just little stuff.
Are we gonna watch TV?
I don't know. Are we gonna watch TV?
We're gonna go to the beach.
Ain't that a beach? So you don't realize how much you appreciate a hotel room and what they go into in terms of decorating it and the little stuff. Mm-hmm. This is really blank.
Yeah, it's blank.
But
we're gonna spend most of the time outside. We'll just use this for a little bit of work, sleeping, and then we're gonna spend the time in the 80-something degree weather and enjoy our company, enjoy the sights and sounds and the ocean and stuff that enjoy each other.
And hopefully, Sean, if I know you're down in this neck of the woods, we can connect. Now we don't have a rental car because we're really just walking
We're walking.
around and hanging
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna exercise.
Wow, and I've got like gas.
And you have gas. So he's gonna walk his gas out.
Burped.
Burped. Let's see. What else are we going to do?
We're not going to be suckers anymore. We bought like $4 water over at the place where we ate.
Yeah, we know better now. We did. I did feel like oh great. I did feel like I was a tourist, right? The fanny pack and kind of the look. I was like, oh my God, all I needed was like a camera around my neck.
I told her, please don't wear that fanny pack.
No, I can't do a purse anymore on the shoulders. The fanny pack does work, but I can't have the fanny pack and be looking up and around and then like, oh, let a sight. I can't do that. I have to like pretend like I own the streets. Like back in the day, you just walked with a little bit of a little swag, a little stare, little eyes. Like, don't even try it.
We should, given the title of tonight's session, which was supposed to be out in these Screets, we shouldn't talk about anybody talking about anything, right? We didn't even spell streets right.
No, you spelled it wrong.
You told me to spell it that way.
No, I didn't tell you to spell it that way.
You told me to spell it that way.
You actually thought it was spelled that way.
Anyway, so what's on you guys' mind? I mean, look, we're hanging out here tonight. We're not trying to make it so serious. Maybe, we should make it more serious all the time. Do we need to be serious all the time? I'm curious. No,
but there are some topics that do require some thought and some reflection and seriousness.
They do.
We just don't have anything to say right now. Like, I am so tired. I don't even know what to say. Like,
this is probably going to be the first episode. This is going to be the first episode where we end on time.
Or not.
Or maybe not, right? I guess
Depends. Depends on what's going on.
Depends on what y'all bring up. What's on your mind? What's going on? What's going on down here in Miami and Fort Lauderdale?
Really? That's what you're gonna ask? What's going on in Miami, Fort Lauderdale?
Well, I'm asking. Sean is on. I mean, he's down in this area.
What you gonna ask you a question?
Well, ask us a question.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Yeah, I have a question. So Jason,
gosh, right? Really?
What? Yeah. So Jason, this is an episode about us being actually in the same place and finding us. Ooh, good. How did you decide? Great. Thank you, Kelly, for giving us the words. So the question was, how do you decide to make a goal? But the one thing that I do want to ask you is, like, as we grow older, meaning get to the time where we sort of retire, because I think we're always going to be doing some type of work, whether it's something in our passion or whatever. But when we like officially not have to work, but we want to work because we just enjoy doing something in our passion. How do you see us in the future? What would be our next move as a couple?
The way I see us is just living more free, like in pretty much, kind of like what we're doing now. Mm-hmm. This is what I actually envisioned, and why I've been, changing my professional course, right, to really learn trading and stuff. So that way, we could be in Fort Lauderdale, or we could be somewhere and still work, do what we got to do, and enjoy the space, visit family, friends, hang out, smile, laugh, and do one. Yeah. And build on the podcast. And who knows, but to me, this is a different level of freedom. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've been striving for. And I say this from the vantage point of having worked in corporate America, but I've, like in an office setting, I've run my own businesses and, worked in those businesses 12, 15, 20 hours, sometimes in a day. And you're in a prison. And to me, this is freedom.
So I think that answers a part of the question about the goals for 2023 that Kelly posed, which is, how did we decide on why for this year we are sort of taking ourselves on the road? I think that also, so to Jason's point about what he envisioned. I love to travel. Like I love to experience new things, and I'm actually less stressed when I'm traveling. Not the act of traveling, but when I settle in a place and it's like, oh, let's experience something. It's I have better sleep in most cases, and have different disposition. And I'm doing that at home too. I mean, it's different because I'm not traveling into work, an hour commute, or, just dealing with the things that I dealt with before. So traveling has always been something that I love to do. I love to go places with the family, and this allows me to get two things in, right? To be able to enjoy the thing that I love to do, visit cultural places, and then at the same time, um, maybe squeeze in some work, but also play, right? Just being able to decompress from very stressful environments or really hard cognitive, there's another word, really hard thinking about the work that I do, since there's a lot to do with, creating those equitable spaces for children. So that's difficult. So that's why. And then I think too, it's just Jason and I reconnecting.
Yeah.
Right. Just
Yeah.
Enjoying each other's company in this way without the other sacrifices that we had, where it was like, children, take care of them and cook and be home and babysit and all of that stuff that
Check
we
the
did.
homework, right.
Right. We don't have to do that anymore. So we're not tied down by that. And
that's coming, Sean. It's coming for you.
So it's good to be able to go, we're going here, and we don't have to worry about getting back home. So yeah.
Well, to the point of just work though, and I think I've made this point to you before, which is, when you go to work and you got to show up, and this kind of gets to the book Unwrapped.
Oh, thank you.
Shameless plug, right? But no, when you go to work wrapped up, right, you're not just really wrapping up, your body and going the way they want to see you, but you're also wrapping up your personality. You're containing who you are. And so I would contend that, many times work, and I don't care if you're talking about acting or whatever, famous people, you're in a prison and you're really not free, And so I think what I'm seeing, at least in the work that you're doing now, that you're enjoying this work. You're enjoying the people who you're engaging. It's a different organizational structure. You're able to be somewhere. Look, long as you get the work done, you could be anywhere in the world doing what you do.
Yeah, that's true. And actually they encourage it. Like there are things that we do in places like, we'll stay an extra couple of days, right? Stay an extra couple of days, enjoy the sights, right? So it is something that I actually like about that feature. So this is, for example, this is one of the tryouts, right? Is to be at work. I was at work, meeting today, got on a flight. Here we are. I'm going to look at a few things tonight, get up early, do some work for the day. And then, at 5 o'clock, enjoy. Actually, I'm going to start at 8 and end at 4 and then enjoy the rest of the time. Yeah. So, yeah.
So actually, I'm going to ask you to finish typing the title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Sean is asking, where can I get the book? And then are you going to sign it for me?
Well, the title of the book is called Unwrap, The Pursuit of Justice for Women Educators. And you can get it on any platform that sells books.
But you want them to go to Tandem Life?
But if you go on my website, if you go on our Facebook page or Lucy Leadership Project, you will find a link to buy the book. And so we can put some more information in this video link in a few. So,
yes, we'll have all of that information out for you. But this is a new era, or a new segment in our lives, right? In our marriage. And I do see the difference. I do see us, having more fun times, laughing more. And I think that's important because, man, I wanted her to leave that last job so bad. It was just like, man, I got to see this angry woman come home every day. This is just too much. And it's true. Didn't I take, how long have I been telling you to leave that
Okay,
job?
do we have to do this right now?
Yes, we do. We got
No,
to
we're
do
not
this.
doing this.
I told you leave that job.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got to look at her miserable face. Anyway, so yeah, Sean, buy the book. And Kelly, by the way, Sean, I know you're out there, and Kelly, who's also on, is the co-author with Kendra.
Yeah, she's my sister from another mister. Sorry, Mom, but she's my colleague and my friend, and she's actually family now. So Kelly has been invited to the barbecue, so she's actually part of the family franchise of women every Tuesday and Saturday on the Zoom. So for sure, and her story is really unique too. And then there's so much overlap between her experiences in the world of work and mine. But with all of that said, we would appreciate continued support around that, because that grows us in conversations. We want the dialogue around how women have been climbing the proverbial ladder in leadership, whether it's in education or healthcare, government, you name it, and then what happens when they ascend to those positions. So for sure, thank you, Sean, for that. Yes, I'm unwrapping, not rapping. I'm not trying to, do the 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes.
So you know what? I probably can't break away and do this, but I found a picture of Kendra when she was let's call it the Raptor years, right? When she worked at her previous employer, and she had on her, black jacket and face done, I guess, touched up. I want to show, and we'll do it maybe on the next episode.
Before and after?
Yes.
Transformation.
Because yes, you will see the transformation. So
yeah, it looks different. Yeah, I'll talk more about it then. But I think this transformation for all of us, you went from porn stash to no stash. So
this is true.
We all
this is true.
Moments.
So you know what? You know what? We're gonna have next week is before and after.
Okay, it's on, man. Before and after.
And
you knew me when, you know me now.
That's right. And you know what, Sean? You need to be on next week's episode.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Because you knew both of us at you, of course, you and Jason, but you met me at the age of 12 too. So, a lot happens.
Sean is a part of the origin story.
He is part of the origin story. In fact, he is. Sean, you have a little cameo in the book. Just a little bit. At least your name is mentioned in the book as being Jason's cousin, the big head boy who lived across the street. Whose cousin lived across the street. So yeah, you get a honorable mention in there somewhere. Let's see. I mean, really, just we're gonna take a walk on the beach.
That's it.
We're gonna take a walk in a little bit and just check out. We're in actually Hollywood, Florida. So a little bit down from Fort Lauderdale proper, but we're right there, and we're gonna enjoy. I also bought a cannoli, and I'm not eating after 8:00, so I'm gonna leave that bad boy in the refrigerator, because what? The devil is real.
She gonna wake up in the morning, actually gonna be gone.
What? You gonna eat it?
I didn't say I was gonna eat it.
I bought two, so you have your own. So don't touch my stuff.
So you know what? Listen, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna take a walk.
Yep, because we need to walk off. I had a plate of mussels, and I had a Greek salad, and I ate a little bit of your ravioli, and then 2 loaves of, I'm calling loaves because they were like loaves, 2 loaves of hot bread.
Hot.
To sop the juices.
It was
from the
delicious
stuff. And I did have a little bit of wine.
She did. I want to have some wine now.
But I needed a little bit of the wine because my nerves, and it's good. So I need to walk that stuff off, because I lost 4 pounds. I have 4 more to go. And then I'm beginning to tone. What I'm trying to do is like Angela Bassett, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. Michelle Obama with the arms. Like I'm coming. 4 more pounds.
Okay. So with that, thank you so much, y'all, for joining us tonight. We are going to have some, and we may do some random live moments.
Oh God.
While we're out here this weekend.
Random doesn't work for me. Spontaneity is not my
That's
strength.
not true. You've been places and all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to go live. And then you just be all live on Facebook.
That's because I control that.
Oh, but it's not you?
That's correct.
Okay. Anyway, we might be live a little bit, a few times beforehand. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
No.
We will.
Okay.
Anyway, y'all have a great evening.
We're
Sean, we will see you.
We're going walking.
We'll see you later on this weekend or tomorrow, whenever.
Kelly,
just give us a call.
We got a meeting tomorrow at 2:30. I'll see you on the Zooms.
Good night, y'all.
Bye. Good night. See you. Hope you have a good time.
A really good time. Hope you have a good
evening to ya. Hope we get to see you again.
Okay.
Doo-doo.